Hello and welcome to Soft Papers channel. My name is Mr. Godfrey M. I am an experienced teacher with Cambridge International Curricula. In this video, I'll be solving a science paper from Cambridge Primary Checkpoint. This is paper 1 of October 2016. And before we continue, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscription button below and hit the bell icon. This way you will be notified every time I upload new videos. And without much ado, let us begin. Question 1. Here are some organs found in human body. Complete the sentences. The organ that filters waste. The organ that filter waste are called, of course, let's look at the diagram there. This and this filter waste, and those are referred to as kidney. The organ that helps us breathe. The organs that help us breathe are called, I'm sure you know these are lungs. Everyone has got lungs. We breathe using our lungs. The major organ of the circulatory system is, of course, the diagram is right here. This is the diagram of the heart. That is the heart. And the major organ of the nervous system, this is our brain. That is our brain. Lastly, an important organ of the digestive system is the stomach. You eat your food goes to the stomach. The digestion starts at the mouth. Very well. Question number 2. Complete the sentences about friction. Friction is a force that opposes motion. Choose the best words from the list. Right? Of course, we have air resistance, a force, gravity, a mass, slow down, speed up. We have stay the same. Okay? So friction is a force. So friction is a force. As I said earlier on, it's a force that opposes motion. Friction is a force. Friction makes an object makes a moving object to slow down. When motion is opposed, the object will slow down. One type of friction is air resistance. Among all of these listed here, air resistance is one type of friction. So one type of friction is air resistance. Okay, that's question number 2. Here's question number 3. Humans need a varied diet. We need varied diet because there's a pyramid here: fats, oil, and sweets, milk, yogurt, and cheese, rice and pasta, dry beans, eggs, nuts, meat, and fish, bread and cereals. We have this pyramid. A food pyramid shows humans. A food pyramid shows humans how much to eat of each type of food. Which food type should we eat the least to stay healthy? Which food do we need to eat least to stay healthy? As you can see, we are told that the pyramid shows humans how much of each type of food how much we should heat of each type of food. Of course, looks like we need to heat a lot of rice, pasta, bread, and cereal, but very little of fats, oil, and sweets. Of course, the pyramid is broad at the bottom, meaning this one you heat a lot, but it is narrow at the top, meaning you eat least. You eat less of that. So which food type should we eat least? They should be fats, oils, and sweets. You eat a lot of sweets, your teeth will be in danger. So oils, fats, and sweets we eat least. You can see at the tip of the pyramid. Which food type is in part A on the pyramid? Which type of food is in that part A here of the pyramid? Of course, when you look at all the foods that are given in this pyramid, we don't see fruits, and I suppose in part A, that is where fruits and vegetables need to fall. So fruits and vegetables. We need to also include those in our diet. There you are. Question number 4. Question number 4. And I would like to say that it's great that you're watching this video. But remember, I always tell my students, practice is key. Don't only watch. Get some questions and try them yourself. Work them out. This way you will build muscle and you'll learn better, other than just watching a video. A video is just a guide to help you in your other revision as you practice. You may get this same paper solving right now from this website. If you go to this website, the website is Solved Papers. The website is softpapers.co.uk. You can get this paper from this site, softpapers.co.uk. It can be of help. I'll show you the website. This is the website right here, Solved Papers. Solved Papers. You can go at home. This is the site I'm referring to. It's a very resourceful site. You will find lots of good stuff in there. So take time, visit softpapers.co.uk, go to primary. You can look at different subjects. You have English, there is mathematics, sciences. This is where you'll find the paper that I'm solving right now. You will get, this is the paper October paper 6, 2016. This is 2016. You'll get paper 1 of October. Of course, there's 2019, 2018, all the way to 2015, both October and April. Lots of papers for you. Of course, when you click this, click here to get all soft papers in a zip. You'll need to request your parents to help you with this. Of course, you will be able to find all the papers in a zip, fairly fair price. I need you to ask your dad, your mom, to help you with acquiring these papers. I want you to get the papers. You'll find that there are some papers that are both solved and unsolved, and need you to be able to practice. So get the papers and let's practice together as we solve these questions. That be done. That's out of our way. softpapers.co.uk is the site you need to visit and get all the papers. You'll also find this particular paper I'm solving right now. Let's continue with question number 4. Changes to materials are either reversible or irreversible. Reversible means that they can be reversed, the change can be reversed, or it is not reversible, you cannot change it. We call it irreversible. For each of the following changes, decide if the change is reversible or not by ticking the correct box. We have the change here. We are going to indicate whether it's reversible or irreversible. What happens when we cook rice? This change is permanent. You cannot reverse it. Cooked rice cannot be turned back to uncooked rice. So that change is permanent. It is not reversible. Dissolve sugar in water. When you dissolve sugar in water, you can get back, or you can separate sugar and water again. Of course, you'll need to do fractional distillation. You get your water out, and then you get your sugar back by drying. So that is reversible. Burning wood. Burning wood is a permanent change. When you burn wood, you get ash. You cannot turn back ash to get back your wood. That is not possible. Evaporate salt water. This is reversible. You can evaporate salt water and condense it back. You can also condense it back to water. When water evaporates, it becomes vapor, but you can still get back vapor to water by condensing. The next one is melting iron. You can heat iron to its melting point. Then you cool it back. Of course, when iron melts, it changes to liquid. Okay, but then you can cool this liquid back to solid iron. So that change is also reversible as well. What about attracting a piece of steel to a magnet? Of course, this is also reversible. You can remove the magnet. Baking bread. Baking bread is irreversible. Once you are done with the baking, it's not possible to get back your dough, or you get back your flour and water. It is a permanent physical change. All right. So those are the changes, and I'm sure that is clear to each one of us. Here is question 5. Here is Mia with a box of materials for recycling. Mia has got materials for recycling. Name 2 different materials Mia could recycle. Of course, the first material that comes to mind are plastics. Okay, so you can have plastic bottles. Plastic bottles can be recycled. Okay. The second material that can be recycled is metals. Of course, you can recycle metals in form of, for example, aluminium cans. Aluminium cans that are used to get our fizzy drinks, Coke, Fanta or Sprite, and many other beverages. So those are reversible. Part B. Mia wants to care for the environment, which is very good. Each one of us should be having, should be always environmental conscious. She recycles as much as possible. Write down one other way she could care for the environment other than recycling. Of course, Mia could choose to reduce littering. So other than recycling, Mia could choose to reduce wastage. Okay, she can reduce to wastage. When you reduce wastage, you will have less materials for recycling, because you'll use what you need, reduce waste, and also you can also reduce energy consumption. When you do not need lights on in your room, you switch them off. When you get out of your room, when you get out of your class, you make sure that you switch off the lights off. That way you conserve energy, and energy is produced from some fossil fuels, which means that we burn less fuel, and that will have a good impact on the environment. Good. Number 6, draw a line to connect the type of electrical component to the correct symbol. Of course, components are simple, so these are electrical components and their corresponding electrical symbols. So a switch looks like this. That is an open switch. We have a wire. Here is a wire. We have a lamp. Here is a lamp. A cell is over here, and a resistor is right there. And we are done. We have connected each component to its symbol. Number 7. Every material has its own set of properties. Complete the table about some materials and their properties. Some answers have been done for you, so just follow what the trend is. Materials, you have mercury, iron, salt, sand, and wood. Of course, properties are: is it hard? Is it a liquid at room temperature? It is soluble in water? Is it attracted to a magnet? So mercury, is it hard? No. Is it of course, yeah, that's been done for us. Is it a liquid at room temperature? Yes. Mercury is a metal, but is liquid at room temperature. It does not dissolve in water, and neither is it attracted by a magnet. Iron, is it hard? Obviously, yes. Is it liquid at room temperature? No. The melting point of iron is very high, over 1,000 degrees Celsius. So room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So iron is still solid at room temperature. Is it soluble in water? Definitely no. Is it attracted to a magnet? The answer is yes. Iron is a magnetic material, so it will be attracted to a magnet. Salt, is it hard? Yes. Is it a liquid at room temperature? No. Salt like copper carbonate, sodium chloride, the salt that we use to add as an additive to food. Is it soluble in water? Yes, some salts are. So I'll go for yes. Some salts are soluble in water. Others are not soluble. Then is it attracted to magnets? Obviously no. Sand is very hard. It's not liquid at room temperature. It is not soluble in water. If sand was soluble in water, then we will not have beaches where we have sand, because it will have all dissolved in water. Wood is hard. It is not a liquid. It is not soluble, and it is not attracted by a magnet. That's it. We have filled the answers in the table, the properties of the materials provided right there. Question number 8. And before we proceed with question number 8, I'm happy to let you know that I do online classes, tuition. I have a website by the name Space SP Academy, SP short of Soft Peppers Academy.co.uk. I welcome you to join me at my online classes. I guarantee you, you will discover a great opportunity of getting outstanding grades. I can have you have a sneak peek of my website. I hope you will find time and visit. My website is Soft Papers Academy. Here you can find a tutor, you can find leads, you can find courses, you can register for any tuition, ICT, maths, physics, biology, chemistry, and many more. And here you can log in. Of course, if you are not registered, I encourage you to register. Okay, of course, you will love this site. We've got a very beautiful online classes. Go back to home. I would like you to find time and come to student guide, and you can click here for a step-by-step guide for students dashboard functionalities. You'll be having your own dashboard, and you can do stuff. Also, I would like you to encourage you to watch this video to get familiar with our online live classes. You'll join other students. Of course, if you need a one-on-one, lesson, that can be arranged. I encourage you to consider joining a group. That will be of much help to you right there. So find time and have a look at spacademy.co.uk. That out of the way, we can get back to question number 8. I hope I'll see you shortly in my online classes. That will be great. Question number 8. Flowering plants make seed. Complete the sentence. Choose from the following words: develops, disperses, fertilizes, produces. Seeds are made when pollen dash the ovum. So basically this is when the pollen fertilizes the ovum. And by the way, for the online classes, please talk to your parent and let them know there's such a facility and make good use of it. Very well. Number 9. Question number 9. Class 6. Hope every one of you is look at this paper is in class 6. Class 6 investigate the sense of smell. You have a student here who is blindfolded. Then you bring close to his nose some substance that has got a smell. So the class covers their eyes, right? So that they may not tell what substance it is. They only want to use their sense of smell. The teacher asks them to smell 5 different foods. The class write down the name of the 5 different foods. Why do the class cover their eyes for this investigation? Because the reason is, since they are investigating the sense of smell, they only need to make use of the sense of smell. So they need to cover their eyes so that they don't make use of the sense of sight. So the reason is so that they only use the sense of smell to identify which food. Of course, if they are not covering their eyes, they will see what kind of food it is, and that's not what the investigation is all about. The investigation is about the sense of smell. Okay. Here's question number 10. Flowers of male and female organs. Flowers. Okay. Here are 3 different flowers. I hope you know what is a male and a female organ of a flower. Here are 3 different flowers, flower A, B, and C. Complete the sentence. the sentences. Choose from A, B, C. The flower that has male and female organ is flower. Of course, you can see it is flower A. It has got the ovum and anthers. The flower that has a female organ only is flower C. You can see this is the female organ here, the ovum. The flower that has a male organ only, therefore, is flower B. As good as simple as that. Number 10 is simple as that. We proceed to question number 11. Anastasia has a mobile phone. Every one of us has this. These days, everybody has a mobile phone in their pocket. The mobile phone rings. She measures the volume. She measures the volume of the sound with a sound level meter. Call it a decibel. In what unit is the sound level measured? Circle the correct answer. Of course, the correct answer is decibels. The unit at which the level of sound is measured is usually in decibels. Very good. That is Anastasia measuring the level of sound of a mobile phone. Part B of number 11. Look at the reading on the sound level meter. What is the reading on the sound level meter? Circle the correct answer. Of course, when you look clearly, look at the scale. Always you have to understand the scale before you do any reading. This is 0 here. The next number is 20. So it means that we have 10 right there. Count the number of divisions between 0 and 10. So it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each division is 2. Because if we have from 0 to 10, we have 5 divisions. Then it means that each division here is 2 decibels, and therefore when we look at the pointer of this sound level meter is this is going to be 70 right here. That is 70. So from 70 we have 2 divisions to where the meter is pointed right there, and therefore each division is 2, so this should be 4. So this should be 74. I hope that is clear. Let's go to C. Part C of question number 11. Anastasia's phone is 1 meter from the sound level. It's a distance of 1 meter away from the sound level. She moves it 5 meters away from the sound level. What happens to the reading on the sound meter? What happens to the reading of the sound meter? Circle the correct answer. Of course, when it is close, when it is 1 meter to the sound level meter, the reading is 71. But when it is at 5 meters away, you expect the reading to be less than 74, and therefore the reading on the sound level meter will decrease. It is going to be less than 74. Question number 12. It's about solar system. This question is about the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. Lily draws a diagram to show the position of the Earth in the month of June. This is the position of the Earth in the month of June. Of course, you can see the direction of the orbit around the Sun. Put number 6 in the correct box to show where the Earth will be 6 months later. Of course, you know that the Earth takes 1 year. The Earth takes 1 year to orbit the Sun. Takes 1 year to orbit the Sun. Okay, orbit the Sun. So in 6 months, it will have traveled halfway. Okay, so in 6 months, it will be halfway around the Sun. So if it is in this position on June, okay, then after 6 months, it will be right in the opposite direction, right there. So there's where we put our 6. Then put number 9 in the correct box where the Earth will be 9 months later. 9 months later, that would be basically 3 months later from 6 months. Therefore, it will be half of the other half. So 9 will be right there. 9 will be right there. So thus, we are at number 13. Look at the picture of a polar bear. It has a very sharp claws, as is indicated in the diagram. The polar bear is suited to its environment. It has sharp claws. Write down two other ways it is suited to its environment. 2 other ways it is suited to its environment. All right. Most polar bears are white. They've got white fur, and of course, polar bears are found in places where there is ice. All right, ice is white. So the white fur is for camouflage. Camouflage is to be not visible to either your enemies or the prey that you are trying to hunt down. So white fur, they have got white fur for camouflage. Camouflage, to not be seen. They also have got very good sense of smell. They have good sense of smell. They have good sense of smell to detect where the prey is. I'm giving you several. They have got large body, as you can see, the one up there, and a lot of fat. Okay. The reason is to be able to keep warm, because where they thrive is in the poles, and the temperatures there are quite low, and they also have very sharp teeth to tear through flesh of their prey. So you can choose any one of these 2 will be correct. We are told to give only 2. I've given you 4. Write down other ways in which polar bears are suited to their environment. Polar means that they exist at the poles. Okay. That's it for number 30. Question number 14 now. The flowchart shows the movement of water through the environment. We have the first box here: water vapor in the air, water droplets in the clouds, fresh water in the lake, and the lakes and river, and we have water in the sea containing salt. So this is what we refer to as the water cycle, right? Water comes down as rain, collects in the rivers, runs into the sea, evaporates from the sea, forms clouds, and then clouds again fall down as rain. Part A, name the process that changes water in the sea into water vapor. Of course, this is called evaporation. This is evaporation. Evaporation, water evaporates from the sea and we form clouds. Part B, name the process that changes water vapor into water droplets. We say that the water condenses, so this is called condensation. Condensation. Part C, when ice is warmed, it changes into water. What is the melting point of pure ice? Of course, pure ice will melt at 0 degrees Celsius, centigrade, 0 degrees centigrade. Of course, pure ice. I'm sure you've seen during winter, you've seen people when there's a lot of ice in the backyard and in the driveway or in the roads. On the roads, you've seen people pour salt on the ice. Of course, when you do that, the ice is not pure. It's not pure ice, and therefore that lowers the melting point. When you pour salt is now impurity, lowers the melting point. So that ice can melt at -1 or -2 or -5 degrees Celsius. And then, of course, you clear the roads. Very good. Number 15, we have Jamila and Blessy make a model arm. Right, you can see a model arm right here. They use strings to control the movement of the arm. Right, they are pulley strings to make the arm move. Of course, that is clear. Blessy pulls a string. You can see Blessy is right here. So the one on your right pulls a string. All right. Complete the sentence. When Blessy pulls a string, the forearm should move up. Moves up. All right. This is the string here, which Blessy is pulling at this point. So when it is pulled, when Blessy pulls the string, the forearm, this is the forearm, it will move up. That's okay. Part B, which part of the arm does the string represent? Circle the correct answer. In your arm, when you want to move your arm up, what do you use? Do you use blood vessel? Do you use bones? Do you use joint? Do you use muscle? Do you use skin? Suppose every one of us uses muscle to make their arm to move. So the string, in this case, the Blessy string that she's pulling represents muscles to make the arm move up. We are at question 16. Each day, Oliver feeds his horse. The horse, when his horse sees him, beg your pardon, his horse sees him when he arrives. Here is a diagram of Oliver and his horse. We have Oliver down here, we have the sun, and we have the horse. Okay. You're instructed to draw rays of light on the diagram to show how the horse can see Oliver. Of course, we see because of the light from the sun. The light from the sun falls first on Oliver. Okay. Then it is reflected from Oliver to the eye of the horse. So the light falls from the sun, falls on Oliver, then it is reflected from Oliver to the eye of the horse, and that's how the horse is able to see Oliver. If the sun is not there, if it is dark, the horse will not be able to see Oliver. We need light to be able to see. Number 17. People who cannot see use Braille to read. Okay, use Braille to read. Braille bumps on the paper. Fingers touch the bumps. Yuri investigates how people learn to read Braille. Yuri has 6 friends to fill a letter in a Braille. He shows the 6 friends the codes for different letters. Okay. What is Yuri up to? We are told that, of course, for A, there's only one bump there. For B, we have 2 bumps, which are vertical. For C, 2 bumps horizontal. D, 3 bumps at an angle of 90. He asked the 6 friends to say what letter they have felt. He repeats the test until his friends know which letter it is. A. Yuri predicts that letter A will be the easiest letter to fill. Why will letter A be easier to fill? Why do you think letter A is easier to fill? Okay. Right. Of course, this goes without saying, because letter A has only one bump. So when you fill only one bulb, you touch letter M. Part B. Describe how Yuri will know which of the 6 friends is the best at filling Braille. Of course, the best in identifying Braille will be the one who identifies the most letters correctly. So out of the 6 Yuri's friends, the one who identifies the most letters correctly, that will be the one who is best at filling Braille. So identifies the most letters correctly. That will be the one who is good at filling Braille. Very good. Number 18. Potassium nitrate is a fertilizer. We need fertilizers to make our soil more fertile, so that we may increase the yield. We have a big population in the world to feed, so fertilizers go a long way in helping feed the world. Class 8 investigates how much of this fertilizer can be dissolved in 10 centimeters cubed of water. They do several experiments. Each experiment has water at different temperature. Class 6 then repeats the experiments to get a second set of results. Here are their results. Here are the results of class 8. Okay. Of course, the temperature of water is increasing from 20 to 60 for each experiment. Of course, each experiment at the specific temperature is done twice. We have the mass of the fertilizer that can dissolve in grams in experiment 1. The first experiment at 20 degrees, 4.5 grams dissolved. Second experiment at the same temperature, 4.3 grams dissolved. And of course, you can see the other results. Part A, they measure the temperature of the water. What piece of apparatus do they use, of course, to measure the temperature of water? And of course, I know we use a thermometer. We use a thermometer to measure temperature. Okay. Part B, they measure the mass of the fertilizer. What piece of apparatus do they use To measure mass, we use a balance. We don't use a weighing scale. Weighing scale is used to measure weight, and weight is not mass. So don't write weighing scale. Use a balance. Write balance. Why do they always use 10 centimeters of water in each experiment? Of course, this is the control, and therefore this is what they use to make the experiments a fair test, to make the experiments a fair test, or to make the test fair for each experiment. Very well. Part D. Class 6 decide that the results for one temperature need checking. Which temperature is this? Which temperature is this? Back to the results. So you can see all the temperatures, the masses were close for the first experiment and the second experiment. The masses were close. This is 67, this is 66, this is 11, and this is 11.2. But for 50 degrees Celsius of water, the first experiment was 80, and the second experiment was 2. And that is disparity right there. So they need to recheck this experiment at 50 degrees Celsius. So back to part D. Which temperature is this? So this temperature is temperature at 50 degrees Celsius. You need to explain your answer. You have noticed that at first experiment, the mass at 50 degrees Celsius was 80. For the second experiment was 2 grams, which is quite different. So the two masses are different. The two masses are very different. You can state the difference. One is at 8 grams and the other is 2 grams. Quite a big difference there. So they need to check what could have been the problem there. What mistake did they do? Is it measurement? Is it dissolving? Whichever. Part E. Predict the mass of the fertilizer that can be dissolved in the 10 centimeters cubed of water at 70 degrees Celsius. The mass of the fertilizer should be increasing. You notice that at 60, the fertilizer was dissolving around 11 grams, and therefore at 70 degrees Celsius, you can mention anything. I'll go for 15 grams. You can mention 13, 14, 15. It will still be all right. Of course, the explanation there is that the mass dissolved increases with temperature. The mass dissolved increases with temperature. Increases with temperature. The higher the temperature, the more mass of the fertilizer will dissolve. The more mass of the fertilizer will dissolve. And that is it, friends. Thank you for keeping with me until the end. I'm sure you have profited in going through this video. As I've said, look for past papers from Solved Papers site, solvedpapers.co.uk. Solved Papers, go to this site, .co.uk. Of course, checkpoint primary, and get this paper that I've solved and practice by yourself to solve the questions. That way you will be building muscle. Thanks, and see you in my next video. Bye.